Hello, I'm Divya. I'm here to present the reporting aspect of my ETL project. So here I am on app.powerbi.com. I have completed my reporting project on Power BI desktop and I have published it. So let's look at the report from the published Power BI website. Before we head here, the technical aspect of this project is achieved using SQL Server Integration Services in Visual Studio. So I had a staging tier where we pulled data from the flat file and loaded it to staging tables. In my case, there are two flat files, so I have two uh, staging containers here. So whatever we're going to discuss for this side is going to be reflected on the other side as well. So initially with the staging, we loaded the flat file details into a staging table. And from staging table, we have cleaned, create, and did the validation and divided those flat file data into dimensions. So once our dimensions are divided, we loaded the data into fact tables with metrics. So we have covered up till this in our ETL technical presentation. Now, on top of our dimension tables and fact tables, we have built a reporting tier where we created views on top of our dimensions and facts. Now, we are using these views for our reporting purpose, and schema binding is performed here. Jumping back to Power BI. So here are our views and the dimension views and the fact views. These are joined based on schema binding as per Kimball methodology. Here is the report that is built on top of our ETL project. The data I have selected is from Tourism Nova Scotia government website. It's an open source data. So the data starts from 2006 to 2024. Although for 2024, one quarter's data is missing, it is yet to be uploaded into our government portal. So initially, I'm starting with yearly analysis, how the visitor counts looked over the years, and then we'll look a bit into seasonal versus mode of entry. Finally, we'll look into geographical distribution before our conclusion. OBS Studio is used to record this presentation. Let's start with our yearly analysis. Here, starting from 2006 to 2024, we can clearly see that summer has been the leading season throughout the years, and summer is closely followed by autumn. Now, could this be because Nova Scotia is practically an island and that means lots of beautiful beaches? So we are attracting a lot of summer crowd. And autumn because we have world famous cabot trails, and also the stats for 2022 and 2021 are really low compared to every other year. Now, this explains how the pandemic has affected the tourism. And like I mentioned, 2024 is not a complete data. Here, the last quarter's data is still missing. But with what we already have, I do notice that summer is less compared to the last year, even the spring. So, do you think there is a decrease of tourists in 2024 for summer and spring? But I would like to get back and check this one more time once we have the entire year's data. That would be interesting. Beyond this, if you want to select any particular year's data and you want to know the proper numbers, so if you select, I have cards here that updates with the visitor count and the season that we selected and the timeline that is being considered for this particular season. So in this case, we picked 2018 winter and the count was 325,000. Similarly, click anywhere in the chart to select unselect your previous choice. Looking into the mode of entry and seasonal analysis, here throughout the years, road has been the most dominant mode of entry towards Nova Scotia. And if in future there is a new mode of entry, for example, water, in this case, our ETL process has already been handled to accommodate a new mode of entry. Over here, I split the analysis based on the season and by country because I would like to see which season is attracting which country the most and also the least. So maybe Tourism Nova Scotia can do target advertisement to promote Nova Scotia where the countries are where there's a less visitor count. In this case, any season that we select in our stacked column will update our cards here, which has the country name, the count, visitor count, and the mode of entry. And also, our decomposition tree will be updated with corresponding branch. Also, one thing to note here is through road mode of entry, the majority of tourists are from within Canada to Nova Scotia, and next to Canada, it is United States. It's understandable because that's the only two countries that are accessible by road to Nova Scotia or to Canada. So every other country would fall under air travel, if I'm not wrong. Finally, looking at the geographical distribution, there it is. These are the operator types that are active in Nova Scotia, and I've taken advantage of the latitude and longitude that are present in my dataset and used a simple map here. So as you can see, it calculated and points the location pretty accurately. Just one bubble here, that's Sable Islands. So if we notice here, let's split by each section and see. There's accommodation, attraction, campground, or eat and drink. Majority of these are focused around the border of Nova Scotia. So I think our assumption that Nova Scotia is attracting summer crowd for beaches here is supported with the types operators that are heavily populated around the borders. And at any point, if you want to know all the types of operators that are available at a particular section, we select this and select the area that you want to look at, and our table would be updated with the operator types that are active in that particular selection. This brings me to the end of my reporting part of the ETL presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. Take care.